Yo, what is going on? It's Cali, and in today's video I'm going to be trying my best to explain and teach people how to breed in PokeMMO. A few things to know in PokeMMO: when you breed, your two Pokemon that you give to the daycare man get sucked into a black hole, into a void. You'll never see them again. They get destroyed and dead. They're gone forever. You don't get them back. And then you get the egg instantaneously. With the egg, you do not need to do steps to hatch the egg. You need to just sit there and wait. I think an egg is 10 minutes. And then if you have a Pokemon with the ability Flame Body, then I think it cuts it in half, so 5 minutes. I think it's 10, and then 5 is half the time. There are multiple Pokemon with flame ability or Flame Body. Some of those Pokemon, well, maybe even all of them, I actually don't know if all of them or if some of them have other abilities too. So when you're buying them, make sure you're getting the right ability. Bring up the GTL, you go to the advanced search top, and then you go to more filter. I always think it's on the bottom, but it's on the top left. And you go to has ability, just type in FL and it'll pop up second one, Flame Body, search, and then you click price one time to bring it to the lowest price, and there it is. 1200 is the cheapest you can get, which is pretty cheap considering the cheapest you can post a Pokemon for is 1000, I think. But you see it says ability Flame Body. Litwick has Flame Body and Flash Fire, so make sure you're getting like the right Pokemon. Alright, well, that being said, today I'm going to be breeding a Tirtouga because I want one. Literally no other reason than I just want one. I'm going to be making it 5 times with nature. I'm going to be putting a particle on it so we understand what a particle, how to do particles, how to do nature, how to make it 5 times. And yeah, but before that, I'm going to be showing you all the locations you can do breeding in each region. So in Kanto, it is Island 4. So if we go to the main map, come down here to the bottom right, clickety clickety, the number 4 islands where my skull is, my mask, my head, my face, and then we would fly and we'd be here. But yeah, this is Kanto. This is the daycare man. This is my favorite place to do breeding, is this daycare guy. And then inside of here, talk to this lady, and she gives you the braces and stuff for what we're going to be needing to pass IVs. But I will see you at Johto. We're going to go in order from Gen 1 through Gen 5. We're going to go in order, so I'll see you at Johto. All right, we're here in Johto. As we see on the map, this is the port city. And from the port city, you're going to just want to go down to Goldenrod, literally the town right below it. And boop, we're in Goldenrod. And you just kind of run on over, bike on over, whatever you got to do. And here it is. Here's the daycare man. This is the guy you talk to give eggs, or to give the Pokemon and get your eggs. And right inside to the left here is where you get your bracers. All right, we are in Hoenn, the port city, and from the port city you go right on up to Malville. I don't know how to say it, but we are here, and right to the left is the daycare. This guy, where everybody's in front of, is the old fart you talk to. And to get some bracers, you just come on in to the butter barn, talk to this lady, and bracers and everything you need there. We are now in Sinnoh. We are now going to be going from the port city down here all the way to, if I remember correctly, Town, Salation Town. Yep, Salation. You come on here. Here's the guy you talk to for the eggs, the old egg man. And then you just come on here. You talk to the second person for bracers. All right, we are in Unova, the port city. Right next to the sheep. For this one, it is Striation City. And you just go left from here. Get out of the way, Baldy. Just go up. Baldies again. Go on up and you see the dude's twin right here, the old man. Coming in here, just talk to this chick, your bracers. This is the best egg hunting spot if you want to do egg hunting. This is definitely by far the best daycare to use, because you see, you come in here, you do boop, then you go instantly down, right, or left, I mean, and then you're instantly talking to him and you breed. And then you're instantly done, go up. Yeah, it's the shortest path, easiest, and he's right outside the door. You leave the door and you're already talking to the dude. It is the best place for hunting in egg form. The egg form shunting, shiny hunting with egg. It also is, I'm pretty sure this is also the quickest breeding location you are able to get in all the regions. With Unova, you have to beat, you don't have to beat, but you have to get to this Nimbasa city. You get to Nimbasa city when you first enter the city. You are greeted with a breeder dude in like a fight, or he's talking to like whatever the fuck is in this story. I don't know. This map's terrible. I don't really like the story. But they're talking, and then you talk, and then he's like, "Oh my god, thanks. I'm gonna go breed Pokemon." And you're like, "All right, weirdo." But yeah, that's what I did on my egg hunting account. Is I came to Unova. I actually went to this city, Driftville, and I beat this city, the gym. And then I got the fly HM, so I could have fly, so I can at least fly back here and have fly for if I ever need fly. You just need to get to Nimbasa, do the little dialogue, and then you could run back. But like I said, I went to the Driftville, did the gym, went left to the route, and then you do your rival battle, and she gives you HM fly, which is what I did. This is the quickest breeding location. All right, we're gonna go back to Kanto because Kanto's just my favorite. Kanto Island 4 is just, it's the best. It's not the quickest, but it's the best. And Kanto's the best. If you disagree with, then your opinion wrong's my opinion right, you suck. Okay, we're back. Alright, I'm back from making a big mistake. And by that I mean I didn't press unpause. So I've been paused for a while. So I don't know what I left off on. I think I had the Tirtouga, and I think I had the Tentacruel with the particle. And I was telling you guys, hopefully, I'm just gonna repeat everything. I'm trying to repeat everything. I've been talking for like 10 minutes. So what you want to do, what I do is particles first. I'm worried about particles before egg moves because I can just put the particles on to some shitty Pokemon, not worry about nothing. And then it's like I started fresh, boom, now I can worry about egg moves. In order to do that, you would take your Pokemon, female, you want it to be female because it decides the species of the eggs. And you're gonna take your Pokemon that's male and make sure it's the same egg group. I think I went over this in the very beginning, maybe not, maybe, I don't know. Water A, Water C, so I would look for a Pokemon with the particle I wanted with Water A or Water C. And then I would just I wouldn't worry about the IVs or the nature, just breed them, get the nature on the Pokemon I want, and then we're good to go. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go over everything because I don't know when I pause, but we're gonna go to here. I'm gonna do the example I did. So you could do particles where you just buy the particle and boom, put it on the end of the breed. Or like I said, if you want to do the way I do and worry about what particles I want first, I would go here, go to particles, look it up, and then see, instead of spending 2.3 million, I can spend 710k because this is a water C, water A. Here's a water A. This is a water A field, so I would be able to use this. I mean, obviously it's a female, so what I would do is I would put it on a Pokemon. I would breed it with a 1x31 male, and then I would pick it to be the male, and then I would have it be the baby, make a baby with the my Tirtouga, and then also bring over the particle while bringing over the 31 IV. So that's what I do first. I worry about what particles I want. I always do Kanto friends. You can't actually buy that one. You have to breed it over. You can only buy them when they're on a Pokemon, and it has Charmander in it, so I love it, and I put it in all my breeds. And now we're going to start worrying about egg move. Now for egg moves, you're going to want to come to this website that I will be showing in 1 second. All right, you're going to come over to this website, the hub, PokeMMO hub. You're going to want to click right here, egg moves calculator. And you're going to, it has every Pokemon in PokeMMO, but we're not going to look at it like that. We're just going to type, oops, I always say BIR. I did it again. BIR, and here we go. We want Slam, Roxo, Flail. I want Slam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look what Pokemon, you know, I can use to breed the move over. It's telling you the starting, and then obviously the finish. Rock Throw, Flail, and then if you've seen, you know, I'm kind of scrolling pretty fast. You also, if you notice, it starts out with the easiest way to get the move on, the hardest, which is just, you know, just more breeds over and over again unnecessarily. So we're gonna go back up to the top. If you've seen Krabby, and Slam also has Krabby, so I can learn both moves on Krabby and instantly put it on Tirtouga. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, we're back. Just buy a Krabby really quick. We're gonna Krabby it up. This one actually has 31 special attack. Neat. I care, by the way, about my special attack. It was 25. Tentacruel had 13, and it rolled 13. I was hoping it rolled middle or high. Obviously, I like to have the IVs that don't matter. So specifically, this breed doesn't matter about special attack. I would want it to be at least 20 and above 20. Anything above 20. I personally just think it looks nicer to have higher IVs. Obviously, this doesn't matter. This is just me being picky, so I'll probably be spending a little bit more money than you will be spending, just because, like I said, I'd rather buy this one with 25 than 19, and I'm spending an extra 20. I mean, obviously that's very 20 fucking thing, 20 bucks, but it adds up, especially in the bigger purchases later on. It's 27. This one's 30 for the same price. 31. I'm not worried about that, even though it's one. And we're just gonna bam. And then if you saw on the website, the moves it learned that I want are 29 and 32. I think those are the right numbers. I'm gonna get the moves on really quick by just getting XP, so I'll be right back. Yo, what's going on? Future me here. So while editing, I realized that I did do that thing again where I didn't unpause. It was very minor this time, and what I messed up on was I didn't show putting the egg moves on the actual Pokemon. I said, I'm gonna go level up Krabby, be right back, and then the next thing I started talking about was, oh, I got the egg. So I'm gonna show what I meant by putting the egg moves on. So I leveled up the Krabby. Be careful, here I'll show right now with Krabby. Krabby, like I said, learns the moves at 29, Flail, 32, Heavy Slam. Or Slam, sorry. But I leveled him up to 32, but he evolves at 28. I kept not evolving him on purpose because Kingler learns the move Flail at 31 and Slam at 37, so I would have had to get even more XP. So always double check. If the website says a specific Pokemon, use that specific Pokemon. It's usually better to do so. With Wingull, I'll show you right now because it's fresh in my mind. You go like this, you go to moves. I needed Pursuit for Aerodactyl. He learns it at 26, but he evolves at 25. I accidentally let him evolve, just thinking like, whatever. And he doesn't learn the move. He has to use it from a move relearner or, you know, a pre-evolution move. So be careful. Don't evolve the Pokemon if you don't need to. But this is what it would look like. We're gonna have to play a little fucking pretend game right now. So let's say these are the Pokemon, right? The female Spiel is the Pokemon I'm trying to get, and Seal is the Pokemon I'm breeding. Let's pretend Icy Wind is an egg move for Spiel, and he can't learn it otherwise. It's an egg move. I would hover over, and it would always be on the bottom. The egg moves always show on the bottom, and they go up the more egg moves you have. It'll say, instead of TMs and HM moves known by parent, it'll say egg move known by parent, and it'll always be here. Now, once it's on the Spiel, once the egg move is on the Pokemon, it'll never get replaced by another move that'll say like TM or HM. It'll never get replaced by that. The only way it'll get replaced is if you, for some crazy reason or some way, somehow you have 5 egg moves, anything above 4, because there's 4 spots you can, you know, have. So if you had 5 egg moves, then obviously one of the egg moves wouldn't show up, because that's physically impossible to have 5 moves. But yeah, the egg move will always be down here. You'll see, I'll keep talking about it. I'll keep telling I'm checking for the egg moves, just so you guys know the egg moves are always going to be in these bottom 2, no matter what. But yeah, back to the video. Actually, while I'm waiting for this egg, I'm going to be talking about why it's costing me 21k to make a baby with Tirtouga instead of 5k like most people are going to be having, because most Pokemon, I'd say a mass majority, are split 50-50 on the gender. So it's a 50% chance to find this Pokemon, 50% chance to find a female of this Pokemon and male of this Pokemon, sorry. With Tirtouga, if I were to somehow find it in the wild, if I were to turn in the fossil, if I were to breed it and not pick a gender, I will have a 87.5% chance for it to be a male, and I'll have a 12.5% for it to be a female. It's a male dominant species. All starters are like that, and all of the fossil Pokemon are like that. There's also other Pokemon that are like that. I don't know them off the top of my head. I just know all starters are like that and all fossil Pokemon are like that. There are also female dominant species like Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, whatever they're called, where they're 75% chance of the time female and 25% chance of the time male. So if I were to have one of those Pokemon and I wanted to make it into a male, it would cost me 8k instead of 5k. With the 50-50 splits on like almost all Pokemon, it's going to be 5k for a male or 5k for a female. Female picks the egg species, so that's also why lower female species go for more money when you're turning them in, because you can keep making eggs with them. Since it's a low percentage, you're paying for a guarantee. All right, we're back with the egg. The egg finally hatched. Oh, we did roll high special attack. Nice. Okay. So now we're gonna start the fucking breed. You're just your normal Pokemon. You're ready to start breeding. We already did the particle effect. I went over my egg moves. I went over. We're gonna make this 5 times 31 with nature. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come on here. We're gonna get in up in our PC. Obviously, you can buy Pokemon. You could sit there and catch for hours and hours and hours and like a whole day catching the same egg group to get your own 31s. I do not do that. I buy 31s off of the GTL. But like I said, I have these boxes with all these event Pokemon that I might as well use them. So we're going to be looking for just any 31 at this given moment. And also while breeding, just don't think of the nature as a nature. Think of it as another 31 IV. So instead of a 5 times 31 we're technically making a 6 times 31. And obviously the best you can make, if you wanted to also do the stat that doesn't matter, in this case special attack, it would be a 7 times 31. The reason I say that is so it's less confusing when Everstone is getting involved and how to breed natures. Just think of it as another 31. When you are breeding Pokemon, you want all of the IVs to match the 31s. You want all the 31s to match except one on each. So you would want, alright, here's the example. Let's pretend these Pokemon, they can breed together, okay? Let's just pretend they can breed together, and let's pretend this nature, I really want docile. So let's just play this out. This is what you would do, and just think of it like another 31. So we have all the IVs match, except one on each. So we have matching defense and speed. One that doesn't match is special attack, and the one that doesn't match is the nature, docile. So what we would do is we would put on an Everstone, drag it on over to the Stantler, and then that would be that, and then you would put on the Bracer to keep the special attack. That would give me a 31 defense, because the two 31s are the same and they cancel out. They can't roll a number between 31 because it's the same number. Same with speed. You can't have other number other than 31 speed. And then you would put the special attack on the baby, and you would put the nature on the baby. Just think of it as a special, the nature is another 31. You're just trying to match all the 31s except one on each parent. And that is how basically you breed. Think of it as another 31. Hopefully that helped people. Maybe that'll help more than the whole fucking video, but we're going to go more in depth of step by step, each step on the way, all the way up to the 5 times 31, because it can get overwhelming, especially when you get higher and higher in the 31s added. Like the first, you just 31's easy, 131, 31, 230, you know, it's easier, and it gets harder as you go up. Oh god, help me. We have this. We have HP and we have nothing. So I'm gonna go down here, talk to the lady, get HP, buy it, put it on this field, and now that guarantees HP IV is passed over. So like this, we're getting the HP IV. Nothing from the Tirtouga is getting passed over because there's nothing on there I want. We're getting a random nature because I don't have an Everstone equipped yet. We're gonna breed and we're gonna pick female. So now while that's burning in my party, we know that is a 1 times 31 HP. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my PC or global trade link if you're buying. We're gonna look for male because I know that's what I want. So we're gonna prep that. I need an attack, and I'm gonna need an HP. That's the one that's gonna go on the egg. So we'll put attack onto this field, and then the HP I will put onto the Tirtouga when it is done. All right, we're back. The Tirtouga just hatched, and we have our 31 HP. So we're gonna take on this power weight HP thing. I'm gonna put the thing on it, and now we're gonna go talk to the old dude. We're gonna pick female. Now we have a 2 times 31 HP and attack. So now we need to make something with one of those, 2 HP or attack, and then something some other IV. I'm gonna do defense because like I said, I like going down the list. It helps me keep stuff in an order, prevents mistakes. Well, it helps prevent mistakes in my opinion, instead of doing a bunch of random shit. All right, we got the 2 Pokemon. This one is attack and defense. We're gonna go here. We're gonna get attack. We're gonna get defense. We're gonna put the defense on steel, and Antine is gonna get the attack. Obviously, if you're new to breeding, just take your time. You don't have to do it like how I'm doing it. You don't have to skip ahead. You should wait until the egg is hatched. Just play it as safe as possible. Make sure when you're doing the eggs, you're checking the right things. You're checking for the IVs to be on. Make sure you're making sure make sure you pick the right nature, or sorry, not the right nature. I keep saying that, the right gender. So I know Tirtouga is going to be a female, so I'm going to pick the gender. I'm going to pick male, and it's going to be 5,000. Now we have 2 eggs to be waiting on. Eggs are done, and obviously I did not get the nature again, so that's fine. So we're going to look, boom, bop. We're going to go not to there. We're going to go up here, talk to the old lady again. We're going to need an HP. We're going to need a defense because the attack is already going to cancel each other out. They are the same. HP, defense, and now we should have a egg where we have top 3. Yep, top 3. Make sure, always double check. Still have your egg moves. Like I said, those will never go away because they're the egg moves. The only way they can be replaced is if you have too many egg moves, like 5 or above. So yeah, we're gonna make it a female again. We're gonna say yep, pick the gender, female. 21k, yada yada yada, robbing me blind. You already seen how to make it the 3 times 31 because I literally just made the egg. I'm gonna go make one really quick and get ready for the next step. So now we're just gonna breed it on over. So we're gonna need a defense. I already put on him. I need a special defense. I need a special defense, and this is a 4 times. Kind of getting the gist now how to breed. Pretty easy once you know what you're doing, and once you do it a couple times, then you just kind of have it down. You understand that you just need to copy IVs, and then one different. Yes, pick the gender, female, 21k, normally 5k for most Pokemon. And now we have a 4 times. So now I need to wait for that to hatch before I start my next process, because if I get the nature, then I don't have to do the next process. Alright, we are here with the new 2 Pokemon to start breeding. So like I said, I wanted Adamant, so we have Adamant on the right. And to keep the nature, you need an Everstone. You put it on here. So it's just going to replace one of these things, being the little belts. Get a little special defense action, boop. And then we're going to take the special defense, put it on. Like I said, just pretend the nature is another 31 IV. And the Everstone is just just a different power bracelet. So this thing does have 31 special attack, but like I said, I don't care about special attack for this build. Just pretend that this doesn't have a 31. It was just the only thing I had in my box that already had Adamant. So we're gonna go in here, talk to this dude. So we're gonna pass over our special defense with the brace or the power band, and then we're gonna pass Adamant with the Everstone, and then we're gonna go yep. I'm gonna pick male. So now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for something with special defense and something else. Currently something else other than speed and obviously special attack, because at the end of the day I have to match 3 of these 31 IVs for my 3 times that I'm making with the nature. So I need to get something with defense, attack, or HP. So it'll be a 2 times with special defense and one of the top 3. So it shall be right to bake. All right, we're back. The eggs hatched. Now, good news on this, which it doesn't really matter, but it rolled 31 on special attack, so that's fun. It's also a little more confusing. So pretend that special attack is not there. Let's pretend that says 4, okay? So we put the Adamant Everstone on the Pokemon with Adamant. We need to come in here and get a defense. Grab a defense. Bam, put defense on. Again, pretend the special attack isn't there. So basically, we're doing a 2 times 31 with a 2 times 31. Again, pretend this isn't a 31. I'm calling the nature a 31. So we have 131 special defense, 131 Adamant, and then we have 131 defense, 131 special defense. So again, all the IVs match except 1 on each, being the Adamant defense. So now we're gonna have a 3 times 31, aka 2 times 31 with Adamant. All right, we are back. I went and read up a 3 times for the Adamant, and guess what? It rolled fucking special attack again. So again, pretend special attack isn't there. This is a 2 times 31 with Adamant. Basically a 3 times 31, because I'm gonna keep saying it. Pretend the nature is another 31, just so it's not as confusing. Even though that's probably more confusing calling it that, but it is what it is. We're gonna come in here. We're going to talk to the dude. We're gonna get defense to transfer over. This is the same. Special defense to transfer over. This is the same. HP getting over with the weight. Adamant with Everstone. Again, all the IVs want to match except for 1 on one parent and 1 on the other parent. And this parent is going to be the Adamant. Also, remember for this, you want to have 3 matching this one, because again, this is going to be the parent to the baby, which is this Theo that we're about to breed. We need to have one not matching, but the other 3 need to be matching. So we are matching special defense, defense, and attack. I mean HP, excuse me. And we're going to be passing over attack with Torterra, and we're going to be passing over the nature adamant with the baby. If this rolls 31 again, that'd be kind of fucking funny. And if it keeps going through the whole breed and I get a free 6x31, that'd be funny as fuck. So this one it does matter which gender we need, because it is the one that's going to be breeding with Torterra. So we're going to make it a male because Torterra is a female. And we're back. This is the final step to getting the nature on the Pokemon. And then we will have one more step to make it a 5x30. There we go. We got top 3. And then we got special defense, and we have adamant, and we still have our egg moves. So like I said, we need one more step to go. So I'm gonna pick female. And then when this pops out, it'll be the exact same as this, except the nature will be, instead of bashful, it will say adamante. So now what I need to do is I need to make a 5x31. I need to have the top 3 and the bottom 2, and avoid special attack, obviously. The nature wouldn't matter, and I need to make it a male at the end. And that male at the end will pass over speed. Tirtouga passes over nature. And then I pick the gender also at the end. I'm going to pick male. I shall be back. You guys shouldn't need help breeding up a 5x31. It's literally the same thing I've been doing the whole video. So I'm going to make the 5x31, and I will see you when I'm ready to breed the 5x and the 4x with the nature. All right, we are here at the final step. I was able to find a relatively cheap male 5x31 for 412k. All the other ones are like upwards of around 500k, 480k. So with doing all the math, I was actually saving money buying it like this, and a lot of time if I were to breed up from scratch again. The final step, we got our speed thing on, we got our Everstone on, and now we will have all the top ones match. So it's obviously going to be 31s. The special defense matches. We are passing over speed, we are passing over adamant, we are keeping our egg moves. And then obviously our particle, once it's on a Pokemon, is always going to be on the Pokemon no matter what. And yeah, that is it. And now worry about if you want a hatching location. I haven't thought about a hatching location for this thing. Usually if I don't have a hatch location, I hatch everything in Pallet Town, because that's the OG place. Even though it's not a Kanto Pokemon, this is still the birthplace. This is it, Pallet Town. There's nothing better than Pallet Town. All right, our little goober gobber hatched. He is now adamant, 5x31 plus 20 special attack, just like I wanted. Yeah, hatched Pallet Town. Coming in here just to show you. Get a move. Complete. Tirtouga. Flail is a move. And I'm gonna knock out cancel just so you can see. Does not have one of the 2 egg moves anymore. Relearn a move. Tirtouga. Where is Flail? Flail is now there. For 3 heart scales if I wanted it back. I don't want it back. And what's the other move called? Slam or something? I can't relearn it. I've already learned it, huh? But it would also be there. So that's just more proof that egg moves are permanent once you have them on. As long as they're a hatched egg, all the hatched moves will be permanent. Get them back whenever you want. You just need the heart scales. Alright, and that's the end of the video, I guess. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I think that's everything. If you have any questions, obviously ask in the comments. I will answer as soon as possible, which is usually relatively quick. If you enjoyed, if this helped, drop a like. I usually don't ask for subs, so I'll ask for a like. I don't gotta ask for a sub. If this helped, at least like, that'd be nice. I did make a full video doing the exact same thing we just did. I'll show you, literally just trying to show how to breed, and I haven't done a breed in 6 months. I made this. I made it right, except I had a lot of errors on the way. I kept messing up the egg move pursuit. I had a lot of problems with. I had to put it on a Wingull, and then the Wingull, when I was making it into an egg, didn't want to keep the move pursuit no matter how hard I tried, and I had to re-put the move back on, and then it also didn't go on the next egg, and I didn't realize, and then I had to get to the 3rd time. It was 3 heart scales per time doing that. I had to do it 3 times, and they're 7k a pop, so that was 60k right there. So that was fun. And then wide guard I could have done with the same Wingull, but I didn't, so I had to make another Wingull. Did it again. I started bad on the nature. It was just a whole flop and fail of a video. This video, I don't think I messed up. I don't remember messing up this video. That video I messed up like 1,000 times, so I scrapped it, finished the last little bit of the build, the breed and then start it again. And yeah, I don't write down a script. I don't write down like things I need to talk about. I just kind of like let it go. Let it all take over, you know? Just let the PokeMMO player talk, not the script writer talk. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more natural that way. It could be a little more confusing that way too, definitely. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a player-to-player thing than it is quote-unquote YouTuber to player. But that's that. I don't know what else I could be talking about. Oh, you know what? I might make a video about hatch locations. Like I said, I didn't know where to hatch this one, but there's Pallet Town. But there are some cool ones to do. There's Distortion World. Some people might not know how to get there or go back to there. There's a location where it'll say hatch location dash 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 dash. There's some cool spots. And oh, look, I don't know if I am almost or I'm going to be the first person in the world to have a 6x31 alpha. 6x0 alpha. I have not seen one on the GTL ever. I have not seen anybody flex one, and it is a lot more expensive to make than making a 6x31 alpha, because all alphas are guaranteed 2x31 and none of them are guaranteed any zeros. And if I am going to buy one with 1x0, then I have to be paying the price of a 2x31 minimum. It is not very hard. I mean, it is very hard to find. I have been looking for a while now. I would come to here, I will go to alpha, I'll go to A group humanoid, I will go like this, all zeros, and I'll have it match 2 at least, so I can at least see if I did any 2, and there's only this. Jinx is a female only. I don't need a male, I need females. That's more of the issue right now, and then obviously if I don't have a female, I'm not going to spend the 60k. I can just wait. Pretty much I'm just going to make it the exact same this, my little egg sitter, 6x0, with all fire moves with the flame orb. Make sure the eggs are nice and hot, just because it's funny. And that's literally it. So hopefully, I can do that soon and I can make a video, be like, oh my god, first person in the world ever to make a 6x0 alpha. Even though I don't know if that's the truth, it's just more of a clickbait thing. Fuck. Alright, that's the end of the video. I appreciate everybody watching. Hopefully you guys learned anything, or at least, took something out of the video, learning how to breed. Maybe I kind of opened your eyes about natures being just another 31, just think of it like that. Or maybe I confused the fuck out of everybody saying that, and I didn't help, I actually damaged everybody. Maybe I damaged everybody, and I'm sorry. Alright, that's the end of the video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I shall answer the best of my knowledge as soon as possible, and that's the end of that. Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been feeling nervous ever since we met. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Every single one, the reason I'ma go to hell. I've been counting on my pride.